What's going on, YouTube family? It is the Washingtons hitting you with the first video as a married couple. I hope you guys are having an amazing weekend. We are going to talk about why we chose to elope today. Interesting topic. We're going to go a little bit into our long distance relationship and what led us to this point and why we chose to do what we did. Just to start out, as far as foundation goes, we are believers. If you guys didn't know, our channel is called Built by Faith, but I just wanted to reiterate that we are believers, and this has a little bit of background of why we chose to elope. It's just as far as time frame goes, and you want to kind of tell them why we chose to elope as far as with our beliefs and us being believers.
A lot of people did say that we were moving too fast or too soon. Malik and I both believe with our beliefs that there is no time frame on love and God's timing for us. So it was God's time for us to get married, and we wanted to honor Him with our relationship and our marriage, and that meant remaining sexually pure until marriage. So it kind of just removes a lot of the temptations that you have when you're just dating or engaged. So that was important for us. You want to add to that?
Yeah. Let's say this, because we were in a long distance relationship for majority, like all of our relationship, except for the past 2 months. Yeah, except for the past 2 months. So we were long distance the whole time. We were already having a hard time in a long distance relationship. You know, your ups and downs. That's not an easy route to go, but God brought us through it. And not only that, I mean, He literally paved the way for us to be here right now. I know we talked to you guys like, oh yeah, like this just happened, but like it's just as exciting and surprising to us as it is like to you guys. If you guys knew the whole story and like day by day everything that went on, like it's actually pretty crazy. But that long distance video will be a separate video from this, but I just wanted to tie it into this so you guys know how fast we moved and why we did so. So basically, God blessed me with a job out here in Wisconsin to get closer to the girls. Very difficult, and Chelsea definitely did not like being so far away. And she told me probably on a daily basis that she wasn't going to do it for much longer. Like, just told me straight up, like, you better figure it out because I'm not doing this for much longer.
Well, emotionally, it was very wearing at me.
Yeah. No, it was on both of us. Definitely was not easy, and I wanted to be close to them, and I wanted us to move forward because we already knew what we wanted, but there was just such a time gap, and finances ran into the picture, and everything, and you know, in a weekend's time, God gave me the ability to get out to Wisconsin and get a job. 2 days later?
Yeah.
2 days later. So literally, it was a Friday night, and we were struggling, trying to figure out what God was going to do, and I just tell her, you know, just have faith, like God's going to work it out for us. And it was time for me to go ahead and get out of my condo. You know, I had asked him for a 3-month layover because I didn't know exactly what we were going to do in our relationship, whether she was going to be moving to Colorado Springs, or I was going to be moving to Wisconsin because we were planning on getting married and having a home in Colorado Springs, but that wasn't God's plan. So I think that's why there was such a big gap in our long distance relationship, and we didn't understand what He was doing, but I mean now it's pretty clear because of how fast everything took place. But yeah, it was just a Friday night, and I was praying about it for a while, and God just told me to move to Wisconsin.
Literally Friday night, babe, I'm moving. Saturday packed, move everything out of the condo into a storage unit.
Yeah.
Drove to Denver,
Yep.
stayed the night, and left at 2, 3 in the morning.
Yep.
Got here Sunday night. And then following Tuesday, the Lord provided a job. So I was like,
not the following.
The next
first
2
week. That first week I was
second
there.
Day after you got here.
Yeah. Yeah, because I got here Sunday night, and then it was Monday. Interview process. Tuesday.
You got
job. Boom. Like started.
Let's go.
Let's get it. And everything else started rolling too. Because we set like some short goals to accomplish in that first week, and everything came about. but that's not when God presented to me the opportunity of moving to Wisconsin. It was actually a couple weeks before her last visit coming out to Colorado Springs by herself without Shay. We just wanted to spend a weekend alone, and it was much needed, and God talked to us for sure. Went to church that Sunday, and after church, a guy that I've never met before randomly said that he's been following me for over a month, and it was time for him to talk to me. And he's like, I can tell there's a lot of stuff on your heart, and it's weighing on you. And I was like, yeah. He's like, you want to talk about it? I'm like, sure, yeah. I don't have a problem with talking about it. And he basically just cut me off and said that, is that your girlfriend over there? And I was like, yeah, that's my girlfriend over there. He's like, do you love her? And I was like, yes, I love her with everything that I have. He's like, marry her. And I was like, yeah, that's our goal. He's like, no, like marry her.
Like now, soon. Like let's go.
Soon. And I was like, wait, well, we're trying to get the finance. He's like, I don't want to hear all of that. Like, she lives in Wisconsin. I don't want to hear all that. Like, marry her. And I was like, dang. He's like, that's what God just wanted me to tell you. And like, we ended up talking for what? Like a couple hours?
I don't know, at least an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Yeah, after church was over. But that's when God was really speaking to me, and then everything started to open up. Because you guys know I have a business, but still continue on in the day job. And for some reason, like, I could not find a day job. I could not find a day job in Colorado. And the only job opportunities that I was provided were the ones in Wisconsin. So that's that was the way we needed to go. I know. So crazy turnaround. It was less than 48 hours that I decided to come to Wisconsin, and then I just packed a whole condo. A couple of my friends came and helped me move the stuff to storage.
Shout out to those friends.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, because that was a quick turnaround. No one, I got a bunch of flack for that too, from the fam. I love you guys. They were not expecting me to move that fast. They didn't know. We didn't know. That's the thing though, because everyone got like mad at us because they thought that we were just keeping things from them, but legit. Like,
we had no idea.
Yeah, we had just, like, it just happened. And we just went with it, and we took that leap of faith, and God is blessing us like crazy ever since then. The goals that we've written down for the year when we were in our long distance relationship is coming to fruition. There was times in our long distance relationship where we were doubting the opportunity that we wanted to get married by the end of this year, and God provided that, November. So it's awesome, beginning of it. But yeah, like she said, I know we went off on a tangent, but like she said, because of our faith and what we believe in, those temptations are always there. Not to like make someone feel bad or anything like that, but most relationships that wait and do the engagement process for marriage and things like that, they end up living together or being sexually active already. So as far as the waiting game and being patient, it doesn't really happen. You know what I mean? So when people were coming at us and they were just like, well, you guys need to wait, like slow down. Why don't you guys just get engaged and then plan your wedding, for a year? And I know that's like traditional way, but we don't like to do anything normal. Our relationship's not normal,
And that's not to say that like God won't be faithful in a Christian relationship where He allows you to stay pure if that's just His timeline for you guys. Like, just for us, it was it was like a shorter timeline for us to get married. Because I've got some girlfriends that are in solid God-honoring relationships, and it's just not time for them to get married right now. But our peers can be. So, shout out to them.
But I will still say, on the man side, like, it should not take forever. And that's one thing that I realized is when the guy at the church was talking to me, he literally shot down every single excuse that I had and was just like, look, man, like, take the responsibility. As long as you're working, as long as you're doing what you need to do and you can provide, and you guys can grow together and you guys love each other, like, you need to go ahead and sew that up. Because according to God's word, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtain the favor of him. And that he doesn't take that lightly. Like, he talks about sexual immorality huge in the word, and he tells us that it's not good for a man to be alone. So when he tells us those things, he's just saying like that temptation is hard to avoid. So if we can do our best to do that, and us being in that long distance relationship was hard, but as far as sexual purity, it helped us get to know each other on a whole different level, personally. So it was awesome to have that opportunity to grow with her in that way without the sexual attention or growing in that area over what is truly supposed to be, and getting to know each other spiritually before we dove in sexually. So that's one of the main reasons why we chose to elope. And on the other hand, we just didn't want to wait that long. We believe that there's no timeline on love, so we weren't going to do it. We weren't going to date for 2, 3 years, 10 years, and then decide to get married. We just accept the responsibility and move forward the way that God's called us to, and I know He's going to bless us with it moving forward. Anything that I missed? Anything you wanted to add?
I guess just an encouragement, just to trust in God's timing and to not listen to society so much or allow other people's opinions to waver yours or what God has for you, because He's going to bring about so many blessings just by being obedient. So, do things on His time, not when somebody says, don't do it, it's too soon, and don't let that affect you, because the only opinion that really matters is the Lord. So.
No, that is dope. That's dope advice, because if I didn't listen to God and I listened to the ears around me, I'd still be a bachelor.
We probably wouldn't be together.
Yeah, with my own home, out in Colorado Springs, doing my thing, not thinking about marriage until I was 30. That's like the ideal of what people had their picture out for me, being a businessman, being single, and doing my thing. But my family knows, and anyone that's known me for a long time knows that I've wanted a family since I was young, like high school years. Freshman year, I started preparing for that and studying and understanding what it means to be a husband and to be a father. And I've always prayed for it. And I don't know, I can kind of tell them that too. It's crazy because at that time, I was big in sports and going crazy. I thought I was going to the NFL like most people do, but injuries got in my way. But one thing I always prayed for through high school is that God present my wife and give me a wife before I blow up, like in whatever it was, because I was studying to be a brain surgeon too, so I'm a neurosurgeon. So it was like whatever, before I even come into some money or anything crazy, present me with my wife. And I was always nervous with that because I understand the type of women and the type of temptations that come about when you got the whole world in front of you and there's no limitations. So I just wanted her to come along so she could be there from the beginning, to the end and fight through and have a true ride or die. And boy, when I prayed for that, did he come through with that? Because your boy was having a tough time that last 4 months in Colorado Springs before I got here, like real bad. So, I mean, he did it though. He did it, and I'm thankful for it. And I wouldn't have it any other way. It's made us 10 times stronger. So, never try to avoid the steps that God has for you as well. Like take the steps, because the steps that you skip, you're always going to have to go back and be tested on them again. And you're always going to have to come back and go through them again. So never overstep the discipline that He has in your life. No doubt. Good? Anything else? No? Alright guys, thanks for tuning in to another video. I know this one's probably stupid long, but we appreciate you guys listening. I hope you learned something and learn more about us as well. More videos to come. You guys check all the other social media in the link in the description box below. We love you guys, and later.